We greet you, dear brothers and sisters, who joined us in their hearts on this memorable day of the White Lotus under the banner of peace in honor of the great Russian woman warrior Bodhisattva Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. As Vladika M. said, I will protect you with the shield. Keep working in the book of leaves of the Garden of Moria. Only having worthy reverence and devotion to the one who brought the teaching of the Mahatmas into the world, only a small part of the knowledge from the book of Zion and the secret doctrine, who gave us the keys to the gates leading to the origins of truth, eternal memory and gratitude. Let us not in words but in deeds confirm the name of H.P. Blavatsky in order to fulfill the commandments of the teacher accurately and efficiently. First of all, by applying them in self-improvement work. Only such reverence will lead us into the chain of service for the common good, under the guidance of the hierarchy of light. Let the name of Helena Petrovna burn in our hearts with an inextinguishable flame that affirms light and love with our deeds.
We welcome everyone who joined our Together project, who understood the necessity of the movement of light and warmth, uniting all the hearts of those who strive for the truth. This great day of remembrance of Elena Petrovna Blavatsky, the symbol of the white lotus, 16 petals of which is held in the hands of white Tara, symbol of crystal purity, born from the tear of Avalokiteshvara. Lotus is a flower that closes its petals every evening and hides in the muddy swamp water, only to return in the early morning as soon as the first rays of the sun appear in the sky. It symbolizes the birth and spiritual purity. The secret meaning of the lotus sign denotes three stages of spiritual development of a person: ignorance, overcoming ignorance, and newfound understanding and enlightenment. HPB left the earthly plane, slandered and not accepted by her contemporaries, victim of betrayal, lies, and denigration. The ignorance of the people against which HPB fought, giving the highest knowledge, surrounded her earthly path. HPB overcame ignorance by carrying the truth and following the truth all her life. It was HPB who found enlightenment and became the Sphinx of the 19th century. Russia, where HPB was born, became her persecutor of her and all those who chose to follow the great knowledge. But Russia is a great country, and HPV believed that the time would come when the knowledge would be understood and enter the world through Russia. Today we are here all together for another great holiday, the 9th of May. It's the Victory Day of the great Russia in the whole world, uh, who won the ignorance of fascist Germany. Just as well, Russia will win over the ignorance. And right here and right now, this battle is taking place. Today, the theosophists and scientists of Russia have united to study the great work, the secret doctrine, which is dedicated to all true theosophists. The time comes when Russia gives this knowledge to the whole world. Science begins to recognize the secret doctrine as a synthesis of science, religion, and philosophy. Russia gave Elena Petrovna to the whole world, and our task is to do everything to recognize the merits of our outstanding compatriot. Your invaluable contribution to the development of the world science and culture, the spiritual development of society. By affirming of the name of our Elena Petrovna Blavatsky, by our actions and implementing this philosophy into life. Hence, the white lotus, by overcoming the ignorance, will blossom at the first rays of light, heart, and in the mind of everyone who strives to the truth. Today, the Theosophical Society of Russia welcomes everybody who joined us to this meeting at the Day of White Lotus. We welcome all those who are members of Russian Theosophy lodges, Lodge Anahata, Garuda, Satya Vedana, Lodge Blavatsky, Light of Truth Lodge, Adamant Lodge. Dear friends, we are starting our philosophical passing of the baton white lotus under the banner of love. The first floor is to Theosophy Society.
Fellow Theosophists, members of the Adamant Lodge and the Theosophical Society in Russia. My name is Juliet Bates, and on this White Lotus Day, I bring greetings from the European School of Theosophy and our profound appreciation and recognition for all the work you have been doing. Madame Blavatsky would be very proud and overjoyed to see Theosophy flourishing so brightly in her homeland. Today, we gather in memory of a great Russian woman, Elena Petrovna Blavatsky. Born under the sign of Leo, she was a true lion, fierce, determined, generous, and a bringer of light into the world. She was also known to be demanding, intolerant of fools, and have a very fiery temperament. As a co-founder of the Theosophical Society, she promoted universal brotherhood, opening doors around the world, building bridges, bringing into light the ancient wisdom tradition, Theosophy, giving people the possibility to gather in fellowship to discuss philosophy, religion, fiction, science, art, and hopefully progress both spiritually and as human beings. As the chief editor of Lucifer, which she founded and first published in September 1887 with the motto, "To light the hidden things of darkness," her editorials and articles boldly went against the status quo, showing her to be ahead of her times in decrying, for example, slavery, the mistreatment of women and children, racial issues, and injustice. Issues that are still causing great pain and controversy today. She welcomed questions from anyone on any topic and would dedicate her time to offer informed answers. No topic was off the table, and she allowed free speech, even or especially when opinions went against her own. Truth, morals, ethics, and unity were all important. She battled on relentlessly against prejudice, personal attacks, and persistent poor health. It took a mighty pandemic to take her down. Something else that she wrote about, and that is affecting everyone in the world today. In accordance with HPB's wishes, the following pieces will be read today. From The Light of Asia, Book the 8th, page 139 to 140. If ye lay bound upon the wheel of change, and no way were the breaking from the chain, the heart of boundless being is a curse. The soul of things fell pain. Ye are not bound, the soul of things is sweet. The heart of being is celestial rest. Stronger than woe is will, that which was good doth pass better, best. Ye suffer from yourselves, none else compels. None other holds you that live and die. Before beginning and without an end, as space, eternal and surety sure, is fixed a power divine which moved to good. Only its laws endure. This is its touch upon the blossomed rose, the fashion of its hand-shaped lotus leaves. In dark soil and the silence of the seeds, the robe of spring it weaves. From the Bhagavad Gita 2:27, there are 2 lines. Death is certain for one who has been born, and rebirth is inevitable for one who has died. Therefore, you should not lament over the inevitable. Thank you for sharing this day with us.
Благодарим. Дорогие друзья, вас
Dear friends, Glenn Mellon is welcoming you. Glenn Mellon from the United States of America.
I'd like to extend my heartfelt love, respect, and congratulations to the International Theosophical Society and its many members around the world. And I'm very honored to participate in this day of the White Lotus, Banner of Peace, celebrating HPB's wonderful contribution to human civilization. And for myself, I had deep, deep connections with Theosophical Society since my teen years and have continued to become ever more appreciative of the contribution that HPB made to our world civilization. Prior to HPB, we could say almost all traditions of the world considered themselves the best and the highest, and the others to be somewhat inferior, or at the very best, for those of lesser good karma. But HPB sort of broke down this kind of, you could say, spiritual racism, spiritual snobbery, and threw light on the universality of wisdom. So my deepest congratulations and many, many thanks for your wonderful good works.
огромное спасибо.
Thank you, Glenn, and we are welcoming Blavatsky Lodge from Kemerovo. Hello, dear friend. Can you hear us well? Yes, we can hear you, but we cannot see you. Please, you're welcome to present your speech. Great, we can see you. We welcome you here. Thus, thank you. We are not going to take a long time. We are going to have several more participants. I'd like to say that here in Kemerovo, we've been gathering together for many years in order to commemorate this day, the day of memory of Elena Blavatsky. This day unites theosophists and other persons who are interested in her ideas and gathers brings us together. Today's event is very important for us, and we give the floor to the international level, international representatives. Hello, dear friends, Vladimir Vasilyevich, Evgenia Mikhailovna. I'm glad to be here today, and I am honored to be here and glad to see how many of us are here today. This event, significant event devoted to HPB. It's great that your ideas are being talked about and explained, studied, promoted with the large audience. We have noticed your activities in this regard. this important work that you do for studying philosophy provided by Elena Petrovna. We congratulate you with this day and this event. Elena Alexandrovna, good day, dear Theosophists, dear friends. It's so wonderful to see that International Theosophical Society is here today to to commemorate this significant day, 190 days after the birth of Elena Petrovna Blavatsky and her manifestation in this physical world, and 130 years after her sad passing away. And we joining everybody's feelings. Uh, we are united in the common feelings by all theosophists. Today, the 8th of May, is the one of the days of creation up to the 13th of May, and this energy is very important, and we would like to make it felt by all of the participants presented here today. It's great to see that we see Indian representatives, Greek, English, British. The circle is so wide, and we are so happy to welcome you, to congratulate you from here, from Kemerovo, where we have been working for 30 years, where there is a lodge, the light of truth, the lodge uh, of Elena Petrovna Blavatsky. We are passing the floor to Alexander Mikhailovich Machusky, the president of the lodge. Hello, dear friends. You know, as a matter of fact, what we are saying today, what you are saying, what we are commemorating, we it has become our truth. But I would like to say about stories that we've mentioned already, and I just would like to repeat that. There is a story. Once, an ancient, it happened in ancient Greece, and they had to choose a statue, a perfect uh, statue for a god. One of the statues was so clumsy, giant-shaped, that it was laughed about. So the statues were raised at some height for prepared space, and then they were put down. Because the details were not seen uh, from that distance, and the surface was working, and one could not see quite clearly the contours. But at some point, an statue, all veiled in white, was raised, and all the judges were just amazed, waiting for what is going to be there. When they revealed the statue turned out to be perfect. If Elena Petrovna came across as uh, somewhat rough person, it's because it was molded in titanium form. Elena Ivanovna told that she devoted the great spirit of our great compatriot, and in the future, Russia will venerate it and respect it. Thank you very much. I would like to add one very important thought that from Kemerovo we are we having broadcasting from the very exact place where Vladimir Anatolovich Bakanov started his work, and he would be extremely happy to be here with us today in order to commemorate 130 years uh, from Elena Blavatsky passing away, because it was him who affirmed your name in the Russian land. Vladimir Anatolyevich also should be commemorated today because he loved Elena Petrovna so much. Uh, he was so devoted to her uh, as nobody.
Спасибо
Uh,
большое,
to her.
Елена.
No, Thank you very much, Cameron. The Truth Lodge and the Theosophical Society of Russia was with us here, and now I'm passing to the Theosophical Society of Ireland. Mary Harkness, you're welcome.
Hello, everyone. Warmest greetings from Ireland. Dear fellow Theosophists, on behalf of myself and all the Irish Theosophists, I send over the ether to you, our dear Russian brothers and sisters, and to all of us gathered together, congratulations and heartfelt good wishes and higher energies on the occasion of White Lotus Day, the 8th of May. We all honor this special day in memory of our dear mentor and teacher, H.P. Blavatsky, and for the treasures of wisdom she gifted us and the world with. Rest assured, we are attuned to you all and to all the Theosophists worldwide to celebrate and to remember the passing of HPB on this auspicious 8th of May. Take care and keep well in these strange times for the planet. With love from Ireland to you all. Thank you.
Дорогие братья, мы вас приветствуем. Огромное спасибо.
Dear
А мы
friends, we welcome you and thank you for your input. And we are welcoming the South Korea Doctor Professor Yuhan Kwang. You're welcome.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to express my congratulations to the birthday of the Helena Blavatsky. She was co-founder of the Theosophical Society, and I'm sure she is master of the ancient wisdoms. We are studying about her book, Secret Doctrine, which is based on the Tibetan Buddhism manuscript. It is well known as a book of Dzogchen. The Tibetan Buddhism started in 7th century and spread it widely to the world by the Yuan dynasty, Kublai Khan in 13th century. Maybe Mrs. Blavatsky had inspiration because of this fact. I hope happy birthday to her again, and many thanks for good friends to members of the International Theosophical Society. I'm very glad to continue our study about the secret doctrine with friends. Congratulations again. Bye.
большое спасибо. А
Thank
мы
you very much. And we are waiting for the greetings from the Indian Theosophical Society are in Maryland. We are welcoming you, Blavatsky Lodge, Mumbai, India.
From the historic Blavatsky Lodge, Mumbai, please accept our warmest thoughts, prayers, and remembrances of the iconic founder of the Theosophical Society. Our lodge was founded and established by Madame Helena Petrovna Blavatsky personally, along with Colonel Olcott, with a signed charter bearing her pen, dated 20th February 1880. On this solemn day of remembrance, we rededicate ourselves to work for the continuation of the selfless and dedicated mission of late Madame Blavatsky. Her ageless writings are more than ever relevant for the progress of mankind. Her spiritual legacy will only grow in the coming years to come alive. As stated in the Voice of Silence, where the Lanu, which means the spiritual aspirant, sees the light, where he ceases to hear the many, he will discern the one. It is with this spirit of unity that we observe the White Lotus Day, and this is in, ini time is initiated with the Adamant Lodge, which actually did this transnational remembrance last year itself. Thank you so much, Adamant Lodge, for fulfilling the dream of Madame Blavatsky in bringing all of us together in the one single platform. With love from India, namaste again.
Дорогой Арни,
Dear Arnie, it's your journal, Synergy, which we received by post from Far India. This philosophical magazine, journal, which Arnie Naranjan is publishing at the Blavatsky Lodge of India. Thank you very much. We are so grateful for you. And we are welcoming our Russian representative, Sergei Pavlovich Rashutkin, Doctor of Physical and Mathematical Science, Professor of Higher School of St. Petersburg, Peter the Great by name. You're welcome. Dear friends, I'm happy to welcome you all here this day, this significant day. The role of Elena Petrovna is difficult to overestimate. Me, myself, as a physicist, I would like to point out particularly that Elena Petrovna gave to the science a scheme of world formation, our physical universe, and the planes that have not been manifested yet. The theoretical physics in the 20th century basically rediscovered and confirmed all this ancient knowledge. And only now we start to understand all that the physics, the scientists discovered again. And our discoveries, they get inserted naturally to Elena Petrovna's forecasts and her ideas that she expressed in the 19th century. I'm proud to have been born in Russia and to be a compatriot of Elena Petrovna Blavatsky. Thank you very much for your attention. Sergei Pavlovich, thank you very much. And we are waiting the greeting work from the Theosophical Society of New Zealand, Dr. Simon Weber, New Zealand, Wellington Lodge.
Greetings, brothers and sisters from the Wellington Lodge and from the New Zealand section. I, Simon Weber, am not able to be with you in real time on White Lotus Day, hence the short video. The Bhagavad Gita was HPB's favourite book, and as you know, she requested that a reading from it be given on White Lotus Day. HPB spoke of Krishna's rationale, which is, think constantly of me, depend on me alone, and thou shalt surely come to me. This rationale comes from chapter 3, verse 30, which says, surrendering all actions to me, with thy thoughts resting on the Supreme Self, and from hope and egotism freed, and of mental fever cured, engage in battle. In remembering this rationale, as we go about our daily life of service, we can work impersonally for the good of the whole, realizing it is not we who do anything in the world, but it is the divine acting through us. All the very best with your theosophical service during these challenging times. God bless. Thank you.
New Zealand Theosophical Society, thank you very much, and our greetings to you from all of us. And we continue our White Lotus Day, and would like to welcome the Theosophical Society of Scotland, Harry Kitchen.
I, Gary Kidgel, the organising secretary of the Theosophical Society in Scotland, extend warm greetings to everyone gathered today in memory of HPB on the day of her passing in 1891. I reside within the Scottish city of Dundee, where my local lodge is situated. Interestingly, Dundee is twinned with Würzburg, the Bavarian city where HBB began to write the secret doctrine, and also where she met a close friend, Countess Wachtmeister. I must offer my apologies at being unable to attend your event in person due to previous commitments with a meditation group. White Lotus Day enables us not only to celebrate the life and works of a great pioneering soul, but also to draw inspiration from her tireless endeavors on behalf of the masters in pursuit of fulfilling the divine evolutionary plan. I conclude by wishing you all a very fruitful and most inspirational gathering.
Большое спасибо. Мы приветствуем и передаем большой
Thank
привет.
you very much. Our greetings to the Theosophical Society of Scotland. I'm going to read the greetings from the Sofia Lodge, eager African poem, which is devoted to Elena Petrovna and all the teachers, all those who were awakened to the truth. As usual in the history of Earth, where there is no their earthly and unknown goodness, shown by the truth to those who have fallen asleep by the river, whose shores, two worlds, young and old before them, could meet. For the awakened one, those shores are not life, not death, they are the mouth. Divine love from the depth of darkness in the snow-white hand, the flower of the dawn in the name of true knowledge, to whom for joy and whom and in spite of he was revealed in remote regions of the world, on the firmament of the divine side, where the girl was named Elena. So, in the female form of an innocent, the divine sprout was sprouted, and from snow-covered Russia, in the world of many faces, that prophet, the one who has gathered the earthly things, was ascended to the heights of the spirit. There was God is one. All are dear to him. So many years ago, for mortal eyes, that is not true. For the selfish Europe and the mistreated world, the darkness in which the lotus was everlasting, sprouted and lightened to so many a great gift from the hands of near immortal to all of us who are in the view of the dead. Among the dusty pigs, not the best legacy, always alive, the heart is still pounding. It's a great magic too, and the philosopher's stone of all the luminaries. Do not forget and drink every minute, every day, medical bliss, truth elixir. Thank you very much for your creation. And now we welcome in Petra, the president of Blavatsky Lodge.
Hello, everybody, and dear friends from Blavatsky Lodge in London. I cannot be with you on this special day, but I hope that my two short contributions will touch your hearts as it did mine. We will be forever grateful to the remarkable lady which Madame Blavatsky was for all of us. And I always feel humble that I have the privilege to be part of the Blavatsky Lodge in London, which was founded by Madame Blavatsky herself after the Secret Doctrine was published, answering all those deep questions her students had when trying to understand the stanzas of the Book of Dhyan. In the Secret Doctrine, she points out that every old religion is but a chapter or two of the entire volume of archaic primeval mysteries. Eastern occultism alone being able to boast that it is in possession of the full secret, with its 7 keys. Comparisons will be instituted, and as much as possible will be explained in the Secret Doctrine. The rest is left to the student's personal intuition. For in saying that Eastern occultism has a secret, it is not as if complete or even approximate knowledge was claimed by the writer, which is Madame Blavatsky herself. That would be absurd. What I know, I give out. That which I cannot explain, The student must find out for himself. And this is what she had to tell us about her own approach to the divine wisdom. In an article called Knowledge Comes in Visions, which was published in the Theosophist in March 1910, she says, knowledge comes in visions, first in dreams and then in pictures presented to the inner eye during meditation. Thus have I been taught the whole system of evolution, the laws of being and all else that I know, the mysteries of life and death, the workings of karma. Not a word was spoken to me of all this in the ordinary way, except perhaps by way of confirmation of what was thus given to me. Nothing taught me in writing. And knowledge so obtained is so clear, so convincing, so indelible in the impression. It makes upon the mind that all other sources of information, all other methods of teaching with which we are familiar dwindle into insignificance in comparison to this. One of the reasons why I hesitate to answer offhand some questions put to me is the difficulty of expressing in sufficiently accurate language things given to me in pictures and comprehended by me by the pure reason, as Kant would call it. Theirs is a synthetic method of teaching. The most general outline are given first, then an insight into the method of working. Next, the broad principles and notions are brought into view, and lastly begins the revelation of the minute points. I think that is very significant. I've also included a link to the suite Blavatsky, beautiful music which was composed with pictures from her life. And if you have some spare time left, it would be a good treat to round up the celebrations. With lots of love and all the best from Blavatsky Lodge in London.
Спасибо.
Thank you very much, and our greetings to all the Theosophical Society of England, Theosophical Society of the Philippines, the president of the Theosophical Society of Philippines, Chalo Romero.
In behalf of the members of the Theosophical Society in the Philippines, we join our brothers and sisters all over the world, especially those in the Adamant Lodge in Russia, who are hosting today's event, which is the White Lotus Day. This is a day that allows us to reflect on the significant life of the founder of our society, Madame Blavatsky. Among other things, Blavatsky was instrumental in opening for us the veil, part of the veil of the ageless wisdom. It is now our responsibility, individually and collectively as a society, to step forward through the threshold of this revealed knowledge of the ancient wisdom. Wishing all a pleasant day with health, peace, and love.
Thank you very much, the Theosophical Society of the Philippines, and we are inviting St. Petersburg, Russia, Mikhail Nikolaevich Yakin, the member of Scientific Society for Ecology and PhD for Natural Sciences and member of Rariks Fund. You're welcome. Dear friends, we congratulate you with this significant day, 130 years after the passing of Blavatsky. But nowadays, there is a new wave of purification of the mind from selfishness, which is occurring, a new wave of the housing of the lower self to the higher self and reaffirming of the principles given by Theosophy. And thanks to Elena Petrovna, the gathering, the union between the East and the West started. She was the first who started to build the bridge between India and America and creating the triangle India, Russia, America. Then the Rurik's came, and their work is the follow-up of Mahatma's knowledge and study that Mahatma gave to us. Yelena Rurik told that Elena Petrovna was a great patriot and was sorry to have to die abroad. She arrived to the United States without the knowledge of the language, without sources, in order to create the international union, the International Theosophical Society, in order to give the knowledge, the light of knowledge to the humanity. Elena Rurik considered it as the act of courage. She was a martyr for the act, for her input that she wanted to give to our society, our materialistic society. And now she deserves our admiration, our love, and our recognition. And these days, is it is particularly important because of the artificial intelligence, the artificial reality that are being imposed to human beings. But the core of the theosophy is harmonization of divine and human in a person. And we have to see what we will choose, our lower self, our upper self. We should opt for kindness, for warmth, for love to all the alive beings. And these are the most important points. Thank you, Elena Petrovna, for your act of courage, for all that you gave us. And we will try to continue this work by transforming our lower self, materialistic self, through synthesis, through symbolism, through recognition of priority, continue this work. As Elena Petrovna wrote, that our soul should be compassionate and discover itself as lotus in the morning sun. And we believe that all the philosophies, all the followers of Rurik's will make the world better under the banner of truth and love. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mikhail Nikolaevich. Our greetings to St. Petersburg. We thank you for all the work that you are conducting in Russia and internationally. And we're welcoming Spanish Theosophical Research Center and Jose Rudo Sanchez, its director, its president, directly from Spain, and greetings to all the society of Theosophists. You're welcome. Spain, Research Center for Theosophical Studies, Jose Rubio Sanchez. My sincere greetings to all the brothers and sisters who are watching this video. My name is Jose Rubio Sanchez, and I speak on behalf of the Theosophical Research Group of Valencia. We have studied Madame Blavatsky and other masters for many years, read their books, illuminated our lives with their teachings, and tried to put them into practice. We are grateful for this opportunity to pay tribute to Elena Petrovna Blavatsky on the anniversary of the White Lotus Day, her passing. With all our heart, with all our mind, with all our soul, to that great being who illuminated our lives, who made great efforts in the 19th century to open the doors of the mysteries, to bring them to the East and to the West, and to allow man at this evolutionary stage to have that part of the teaching, the divine wisdom that served us and will continue to serve us in the future. I am proud, I am grateful to you for allowing us to participate in this collective tribute, and I think this is a good example of what she said before she died. This phrase, this sentence could also be placed in the Delphic temple. Let us preserve the union. Thank you and blessings to all the people.
también en el templo de Delfos, mantened la unión. Gracias y bendiciones para todos los seres.
Miguel Angel Martinez. Celebrating this date is nothing more than the recognition and gratitude of men and women united and gathered together around the world, inspired by the wonderful heritage and sacred work performed by Madame Blavatsky until the day when she was reincarnated in London. And as I said, Mario Rosa de Luna, one of the most valuable results of the mission Upasika is the family name under which Elena Petrovna Blavatsky was identified by the teachers, supposed to encourage people to learn for themselves and to destroy in them all blind servility, whoever they were and wherever they went. Embrace you all. Maribel Lopez, let us preserve the union. These were the last words of Elena Blavatsky, and that's what we are doing right now, keeping the union together to celebrate and perpetuate the life of this great soul. She gave her life to serve humanity and to help us to free ourselves from slavery and ignorance. Thank you all. Jose Romero, see before you the truth, a virtuous life, an open and inquiring mind, a pure heart, a clear spiritual perception, brotherly love for your fellow student, a willingness to give and receive advice and instruction, loyalty to the sense of duty to the teacher, voluntary obedience to the dictates of the truth. As soon as we trust the teacher and believe that he has it, a courageous endurance of personal injustice, a bold declaration of principles, a valiant defense of those who are unjustly attacked, and a constant view of the ideal of human progress and the perfection that secret science portrays. These are the golden steps by which a disciple can ascend to the temple of divine wisdom. Thank you, and blessings to all of you. We thank our brothers and sisters from Spain, and we received a greeting from the Theosophical Society of England from Collins Boys Center in South Essex. Our brothers and sisters of the Theosophical Society of Russia and Adamant Lodge, the members of our section, are together with you in order to congratulate you this White Lotus Day, the 8th of May of 2020. On the members of the Theosophical Society of Elena Blavatsky, we are impressed by your efforts and your devotion to Elena Petrovna Blavatsky teaching and to whatever she did in order to promote the wisdom, the eternal wisdom. We wish these works will acquire bigger importance in our planet and under rise the veil over the truth. We wish you all the best in all the future beginnings. Best greetings, Mr. Collins, Voice Secretary of the Theosophical Society of England, South Essex. Thank you very much. And we are ready to welcome the Theosophical Society of France, Bridget Tekin. We are waiting for you and giving you the floor.
Hello, everybody. I hope you hear me. As a member of the French Theosophical Society and of a United Lodge of Theosophy in Paris and Los Angeles, I'm glad to have the opportunity, thanks to the Moscow Adamant Lodge, to address to all Theosophists online today the sincere and heartful greetings on the part of my friends Theosophists and students of HBB's work, to all the students of her huge work in the world. On this special day, we all have a deep and thankful thought for this exceptional woman who devoted her life to emancipate mankind from ignorance and suffering. Let us continue to spread together the teaching she entrusted to us. HBB said, let the link unbroken. Let us continue her task by studying, spreading, and teaching the eternal truths again and again. Let us push on her work. As she herself said to a friend, this alone can be accomplished by a small earnest band of workers who work for no human rewards, no earthly recognition, but who, supported and sustained by a belief in that universal brotherhood of which our masters are a part, work steadily, faithfully, in understanding and putting forth for consideration the doctrines of life and duty that have come to us from immemorial time. Thank you.
Приветствуем Теософского.
Thank you very much, Bridget. We are welcoming the Theosophical Society of France. Greetings from all of us. And we are waiting for our other participants. We've got a lot to say. Our passing of the baton has been on for about an hour. We've got many participants in connection and many videos, and so we are going on. This cycle can continue eternally, just as our memory, as our remembrance of the day of White Lotus, and we are waiting for the Indian Theosophical Society to connect with us.
Namaste to all. I am Kishore Bangol. Right now I am staying in Hyderabad, India. I am a banker by profession. I am a member of Sri Krishna Theosophical Society, Guntur, India. Today on White Lotus Day, I convey my greetings, wishes and love to all the Theosophists around the world. The lotus typifies the life of man and also that of cosmos. The secret doctrine written by Madam HPB explains that the elements of both are the same and that both are developing in the same direction. Let us fulfill her dream together to make this a planet, a living place, the heaven. Thank you so much to the team Adamant Lodge, Russian Theosophical Society, and all the members over there.
Thank you very much for your greetings. We are waiting for greetings from the New Zealand. Dear friends, dear Saskia, Comfort and Martin Griffin, we are waiting for your speech, for your greetings at the Theosophical Society of New Zealand.
I want to thank the Adamant Lodge for the invitation. Thank you so much that we can be here. We wish all participants, all Theosophy students, a very spiritual day from Holland. We are not New Zealand, we are Old Zealand. We live in Holland, Old Europe, and the people from us came to New Zealand, so there's a difference. We are the old group of Zealand. Let us work all together to understand the teachings of HPB, and let's also try to live up to them. She said in the Gems from the East, on the 8th of May, she said, purity and impurity belong to oneself. No one can purify another. So she made it very clear. It's up to us to bring peace and freedom and happiness into this world. And I think with the help of the teachings of HPB, we can try to do that. Thank you so much.
Друзья, поздравляем вас.
Dear friends, thank you for connecting. Thank you for your words. We give the floor to St. Petersburg, the PhD of History, Professor of St. Petersburg State University, Sergei Alexeyevich Frantsuzov. You are welcome. We are ready to listen to Dear brothers and sisters, it's a great honor for me today, which is the day of Elena Blavatsky passing and almost the day of victory. I would like to address you and the whole world and underline that the phenomenon of Elena Petrovna Blavatsky would have not been possible without the great transformation which the Russian culture has been through during the last 300 years. It managed to keep its own um, culture and absorb the best European influences. Of course, Elena Petrovna could not have become what she became without the knowledge of French and German languages, without the great library that her family owned, without the great education she received in her family. She learned what is Kabbalah, what is the Mason society from the books that she read when she was very young. And without all this background knowledge, the secret doctrine creation would have not been possible. And all this is the part of a prominent 19th century manifestation, which the Donner work is. Let us commemorate, let us respect her memory and watch all that we owe to her. Thank you very much for your attention. Sergei Alexeyevich, thank you very much. And you are passing your statement to the Theosophical Society of Pakistan, President Bhagwan Parvani. You're welcome. The Theosophical Society of Pakistan. Thank you.
Dear brothers and sisters in Russia and world over, we send our loving thoughts on the occasion of White Lotus Day. Though we are not physically present, but our thoughts are with you, Bhagwan Bharwani, Presidential Representative for Pakistan, Karachi Theosophical Society.
Теософское общество Пакистан, приветствуем вас.
Theosophical Society of Pakistan, we are welcoming you and we would like to listen to Ritva Latvi from Finlandia, Blavatsky Lodge. You're welcome.
The White Lotus Day to all. Colonel Olcott asked to spend this day according to HPP's wishes, and she will, and we come together and read something Bhagavad Gita and the light of the Asian. Why? There is something very important teaching, I think so. The light of Asian, there is Gautama Buddha's life story. And if we're thinking 6 perfections, they are in the voice of silence also. And these 6 paramitas are one most important teaching of Buddha's. How is Om Mani Padme Hum mantra contains nucleus of teaching, Buddha's teaching. I think so. There are 6 petals. There is generosity, ethical, meditation, diligence, and wisdom. And if these 6 petals are in us, I think so. We have the really White Lotus Day. Thank you very much, and very nice and happy the White Lotus Day, and especially Russian people. It's not, we cannot understand, but it's something very deep reasons, and Blavatsky wrote in just Russian.
Dear Ritual, thank you very much. And we are welcoming India once again. It's the United Lodge of Theosophists, India, from Bangalore. Mr. Ramprakash, you are welcome.
I'm Ramprakash from the United Lodge of Theosophists, Bangalore, India. It gives me great pleasure in sending greetings to the students of Theosophy gathered at the Theosophical Society, Moscow, this day, on the 8th of May, to commemorate our beloved teacher, Madam Blavatsky. It is an occasion in which we, students of Theosophy, meet to express our gratitude to our revered teacher and also to renew our pledge to serve the great cause of Theosophy to the best of our ability along the lines of study and work traced out by HBB and her teachers, the Holy Masters of Wisdom. Just to recall that she said in her fourth message to the American Convention of the Theosophical Society of America on 15th of April, 1881, she said, "In your hands, brothers, is placed the trust of the welfare of the coming century. And great as is the trust, so great is also the responsibility." She said that practical realization of Theosophy alone can save the world from the catastrophe to which our all material civilization is heading. So, the duty that is cast upon us, the students of Theosophy, scattered all over the world, belonging to different races and climes, to study the philosophy of Theosophy, try to make Theosophy a living power in our lives, and work unitedly to spread the seminal ideas of the Theosophical philosophy with a view to bring about a change in the manas and buddhi of the race. And as our brother from Blavatsky Lodge, Bombay said, it is synergic effort. It could be said that if we all are united in aim, in purpose, and in teaching, and work unselfishly to spread broadcast the teachings, and at the same time make Theosophy a living power in our lives, we will move the world, and we need neither fulcrum nor river, but we will move the world. So, on this occasion, we rededicate ourselves to continue our work with increased energy to further the cause of philosophy. So, I once again send my personal best wishes to the students gathered here, a wonderful gathering from all parts of the world, that truly is Theosophical gatherings. So I send my heartfelt greetings to you all. Thank you. Namaste.
Спасибо, дорогой.
Thank you very much, dear Ramprakash, and our greetings to the United Theosophical Lodge in Bangalore. Thank you very much for your input. We are so happy to see you with us today. We've just received greetings from the United States of America, William Bilkin. He's writing to the Adamant Lodge, Russia on the occasion of the 8th of May. Dear friends, Dr. Jolo, former president of the Theosophical Society, wrote in his work, "The Secret Doctrine is the first word in the modern theosophy, but it is not the last word, because the truth is that we have to remember what is the truth and what the precious gift the secret doctrine was for us, for the whole society, for the whole humanity, the sacrifice of Elena Petrovna Blavatsky, and it reflects my ideas and respect and reverence, devotion to Elena Petrovna Blavatsky. We should remember about it all the time, and I'm so happy to be with you today and express my greetings. Thank you. We thank the American Theosophical Society and Doctrine. And we continue our meeting, the Theosophical Society of Greece, and Dr. Alexander Vasilengas, General Secretary of the Theosophical Society of Greece. Mr. Alexandros, you are welcome. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I am Alexandros Boussoulengas. I'm the National President and General Secretary of the Theosophical Society in Greece. I'm very happy to be here with you to join this wonderful celebration on White Lotus Day. On behalf of all the members of the Theosophical Society in Greece, I send to the members of the Theosophical Lodge Adamant and all of Theosophical Society in Russia, all our sisters and brothers, Theosophists in Russia, fraternal greetings and best wishes for a most successful White Lotus celebration. We are now near the summer, and we hope that we will have more opportunity for travel, and perhaps we will be happy to welcome our Russian friends to enjoy the sun and the sea and the culture in Greece. And we also send our best wishes to all our sisters and brothers in Russia, and indeed to all of you, our best wishes for good health and spiritual growth. And thank you very much. Спасибо.
Thank you very much. We thank the Theosophical Society of Greece. Our heart is with you and our spirit is with you, and we continue our gathering with the Theosophical Society of the United States of America, the President of the Theosophical Society of America, Dr. Philosophy, Barbara Haggard.
I'm Barbara Adyar, President of the Theosophical Society in America. I bring hearty good wishes and warm greetings from all of the members of the Theosophical Society in America, and wish all of our brothers and sisters in Russia the very best.
Thank you very much, and we are waiting for the Theosophical Societies from the Philippines. Reksha Anakard, you're welcome. The President of the Theosophical Section of the Philippines, the Golden Chain Lodge.
I'm happy to be here. My greetings is each year, May 8th, is celebrated as the White Lotus Day by the members of the Theosophical Society all over the world. In 1891, our dear Elena Petrovna Blavatsky, co-founder of the Theosophical Society, passed on from this life to the next. May 8 reminds me of the great sacrifices HPB did for humanity, and that is working for the realization of the Theosophical Society. As a result, we find our brothers and sisters of Theosophy all over the world. This day also reminds me to continue serving our fellow brothers and sisters, making the practice of universal brotherhood part of my daily life. I thank Adamant Lodge for allowing me to send this message of gratitude to all of you. I am so very grateful for knowing you all. Congratulations to a very successful celebration of White Lotus Day on May 8, 2021. Thank you.
Огромное спасибо.
Thank you very much, and our greetings to all the Theosophical Society of the Philippines. Thanks for being with us and joining us on this occasion. And now we're welcoming Marina Alexandrova, the University of Texas.
Good day and greetings to all the participants in the White Lotus Relay from Austin, Texas. My name is Marina Alexandrova, and I teach Russian culture and literature at the University of Texas at Austin. In the era of Zoom and the internet, it is so convenient to be together on this important day, even if we're separated by thousands of miles. My warmest wishes of courage and good spirits to all who seek the truth and help bring it into the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At the Virtual Center of the Theosophical Studies, Adyar, Director Luke Michael Ironside sent his greetings for all of you. And of course, for the Theosophical Society of Adamant, the Virtual Center greeted all the Theosophists who joined us today. We got together today to commemorate the memory of Elena Blavatsky and think about extraordinary life that she led. Her life is the example to follow for us, a key for the transcendental development of our lower self to the upper levels of our consciousness. If it was said that if the tree can be judged by its fruit and the character by the person and the personality by its perception of itself, then Elena Petrovna could be manifested as her real character and be considered one of the teachers of humanity. Let us aspire to the state of the white lotus in the great wonderful garden of humanity, those who aspiring to the eternal life and progression. Thank you very much, Michael Ironside, Adyar Philosophical Studies Center, and we are passing the word to the Theosophical Society of the United States and Miss Elena Foster. You are welcome.
Dear brothers and sisters, today we celebrate the joy and the sacrifice of Elena Petrovna Blavatsky. Her determination and love from another era has created echoes in the lives of each of us here and will throughout coming generations. She has been characterized in many shades of human understanding and misunderstanding. A strong soul, yes. A willing worker wearing a European body on European soil, yes. But we don't always consider the reason for the many peculiarities and the personality which she presented through her nervous excitement and sometimes incoherent statements. A corner of this veil of mystery was lifted in a letter from KH, which stated that, quote, much of what was intimately connected with her was with the occult training in Tibet. And due to her being sent out alone and into the world to gradually prepare the way for others, unquote. She relayed to us so much information, but at a price which she willingly paid to do so. The Great One goes on to state concerning her sacrifice that, namely, the fact of the seventh principle in a complete human being. Now, no man or woman unless he be an initiate of the fifth circle, can leave the precincts of Bablas and return back into the world in his integral whole, if he may use that expression. One, at least, of his 7 satellites has to remain behind for 2 reasons. The first, to form the necessary connecting link, the wire of transmission. The second, as a safeguard for certain things that should never be divulged. And she was no exception to this. Letter 26 to AP Senate. This sacrifice she did willingly and in love of humanity and of the hierarchy, so that the world might again glimpse the light which shines in each entity and rekindle the effulgent flame upon the altar of brotherhood and truth. We gather here today as sparks from that great altar, sharing our love of humanity, our essential belief in brotherhood, and in the interconnectedness of all life. Elena Blavatsky has gifted each of us with the opportunity to expand our consciousness, to grow through our humanity to a future clarity, inspiration, and immortality. To do this, let us unite in beauty, in service, and goodwill toward each other and our world. To the many members gathered here today, I greet you and the work you're doing to promote this great movement of brotherhood and truth. We learn and we teach one another, and we learn again. Thank you for all your excellent achievements. Namaste.
Thank you, dear Miss Elena. Great greetings from us. We're so happy to see you. But today in the Pearl of the East, there is a special thought. To be pure or not is your own choice. No one can purify others. This thought of today is under the fire dragon Nidana, and fire dragon is the symbol of Maitreya. Greetings to all of you under these energies, and all the best to you. Dear participants of the Theosophical Day the White Lotus, today we're going to listen to a Russian song, the favorite song of Elena Petrovna Blavatsky. She rarely visited Russia, but her soul and heart belonged here. Let us listen to this song as Elena Petrovna Blavatsky's soul for all of us. Dear brothers and sisters, our meeting, our White Lotus event has reached its end. We thank you. We thank everybody who joined us, who were with us together this day in the memory of Elena Petrovna Blavatsky. And we would like to say that let us make it a tradition every time, all together, with all the theosophical societies of the world, with all the theosophists, those who recognize the knowledge as the main, to be together this day, this hour. And we hope to see you next year on the 8th of May, on the occasion of the White Lotus Day. Let us follow the highest truth that has always been given through Elena Petrovna Blavatsky. Thank you very much. And see you soon.